What is changing in the tax world with the 2024 federal budget?
The most impactful change that we're experiencing in this particular budget is an increase in capital gains tax. Currently, it's half of the value of gain, and they're going to be increasing it to 2/3. And this is a dramatic increase for those of us that have an estate. And the reason is the year in which we pass, our entire estate is liquidated and all of our gains are put on one final tax return. And so if you increase it from half to 2/3, you can see the substantial difference it will make. For example, if you have an estate worth $10 million today, your current tax table would say that you owe $2.4 million in income tax. Starting June 25th of 2024, the new tax table will mean that you owe $3.3 million in tax on that same $10 million, which is an increase of $900,000, which is almost $1 million. So this was not a small tax change. This is very dramatic for all of us in our estate planning.
Who will be impacted by these new tax changes?
Certainly, all of us that have an estate will be impacted by these tax changes. One great group, of course, will be those that own family businesses, because our family businesses are all capital gains. And so that extra 10% taxation on that wealth transfer of a family business to our key employees or to our loved ones can have a dramatic impact. In addition, we have our recreational properties in our families, our family cottages, which are sentimental, and now we're adding another 10% taxation to those as well. And also just wealth that we've created, like our stock portfolios. And so this new tax legislation and change is going to have a dramatic impact on the wealth that we transfer to our family and loved ones if we're not proactive in mitigating it. So we encourage families to take action now and make sure that they're keeping that wealth with their family and loved ones.
Do we just roll over and pay the taxes? Or are there strategies and opportunities for minimizing the impact of this budget on us and our families?
We certainly can pay less tax if we're proactive and seize the day and utilize the opportunities that we have under estate planning. The first one I'd like to share is called an estate freeze. And what an estate freeze is it takes the current value of your estate and freezes it, let's say that is 10 million today, and pushes the new growth that's going to occur on that estate into a trust. And the trick is that people die and trigger their income tax in their estate. Trusts don't die, so they don't trigger the income tax. And so it's a very unique tool that we have in Canada. And a lot of us as families, even in the old legislation, should have been using this particular tool, but now that much more so. So make sure you're being proactive. Every year counts, because every year that your estate continues to grow is tax you didn't need to pay.
What is involved in effective tax planning?
I think the most important thing to understand about tax planning today is it's become a specialty. So you need a team of trust and estate practitioners that stay current in all the tax legislations in all the jurisdictions around the world. We have complex estates as families today. Many of us have estates within our own home province, but we have children living abroad, or we have assets also in other jurisdictions as well. And so to have an effective tax plan, you must account for each jurisdiction and how it complements and is comprehensive as a grouping. So it's a very important area that you must be proactive with, because there is not a government on the planet that is retroactive if you've made a mistake. They expect us to be proactive and to know our rules. If you'd like to learn more about how these tax changes may impact your family and how to safeguard your significance, we welcome you to our office for a complimentary consultation with one of our amazing estate planners.